All right, friends, this is Q&A part 2 because there was too much yapping in the first one, so we actually went way over time and the algorithm doesn't love that. So here is part 2 and that's all.
Let's get it.
Same thing, you've seen part 1, let's go get them in part 2. Okay, next one is increasing flutter kick speed, I guess.
Okay.
Your guess is as good as ours. If you want to be, I'm thinking about are we asking stroke rate in terms of frequency, or are we talking time? Because I think A, make your amplitude smaller because then your kick is naturally faster, and B, in terms of kicking speed, it's very much about the technique first, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're going to build the speed through that. But personally, we don't really do these big kick sets.
Not at all.
Because you want to kick well when you're swimming, and it's not that isolated kind of movement.
The connection, that's what it makes you fast. Yeah,
for sure. Next one, tips for a 50 butterfly.
Tips for 50 butterfly. Yeah, should I take that over?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I think no breathing. 50 meters has helped us, especially in butterfly, to put your head down, to keep that momentum going, that undulation going. But also, regarding the undulation, trying to stay as streamlined as possible. So for me this season, the game changer was going for that DPS, that distance per stroke, so that we're really transferring the power in each single stroke. So the concept of acceleration through the pool to propel the body forwards while staying composed, that was really the game changer this season for us. So yeah, I mean, reducing the stroke count from 23 to 20 allowed me to drop 3/10 of a
19,
second.
I think,
No, it was 20 strokes. It dropped 3/10 in a 50 meter.
19 is the dream.
That's it, yeah. So maybe explore that, staying a bit more composed, and you'll get there.
Tips on training as an independent athlete.
Ooh, take that one over.
All right, okay, I think I'm gonna misanswer this on purpose. What you're trying to ask, I think, is how do you train without being attached to a club or a particular coach 24/7? And my answer is going to be different. I think every athlete should be an independent athlete. And what I mean with that is you will formulate your own goals and you have an intrinsic motivation to be better at something.
Yeah.
And to just improve yourself. Whereas many athletes, maybe when they're younger, and I think I speak from experience here, tend to kind of prioritize whatever the coach is telling them. And I think the coach is your guide and they help you achieve what you want to do and not the other way around. If you're, however, asking how to balance like work and obligations and swimming, I have two kind of big things for you. First one is actively setting boundaries. Like when I'm at work and my time's up and I finished my stuff, then actively I'm like, this chapter is closed for today and I'm moving on. And also when I'm in the water, I'm not chatting to a friend, I'm going to be very much focused. Yeah. And secondly, creating little like just time islands where you don't think about your job or your family or whatever it is, but you're very much present in what you're doing.
Good stuff.
All right, what exercises help with better breathing in the water? It's the famous aquatic breathing.
What exercise help you? Well, as already mentioned, you can practice on land first. Yeah, just being able to exhale fully and inhale fully, and combining it for the timing aspect into the stroke on land first. Once you've mastered the timing well and the actual process of exhaling and inhaling, you can experiment in the water. I highly recommend to break down the stroke, maybe swim a single arm, holding a kickboard. If it's in freestyle, if it's in butterfly, also try to break down the stroke so that you can actually practice that component of the stroke, so the breathing correctly. But essentially, you want to be able to exhale fully and then inhale fully at the right time. Oftentimes, what makes it difficult is that we're timing it in the wrong phase of the stroke and we're not breathing out or in properly.
Okay, next one is preparation for competition. Pool practice, eating, regeneration.
Yeah, sure. I mean, should we go over like a preparation of a competition?
I mean,
first?
Sure, I guess, but bottom line is you don't want to do anything differently when you're competing than when you're training. So you practice race pace and stuff because it shouldn't be all things new. And I think the same goes for your eating and for your regeneration,
Yeah, for sure.
because you want to do that consistently throughout. Maybe if you, and this is kind of what you need to build experience around, maybe you're somebody that needs a little bit more rest. Maybe you're somebody that doesn't need to have that much rest because then they get very tired. And that's what you want to experiment with, I think. And in terms
Yeah.
of eating also, it's the same like you always do. There isn't anything special to it.
Is it the question regarding eating or just the
No,
routine?
it's like all things how to
Yeah,
prepare.
I think the timing as well. We try to keep the timing fairly similar to what we do in training and in a competition too. So whether it is 1 hour to warm up, 1 hour before the race, the breakfast also timed accordingly as well. So we try to stay very consistent in the things that we have control.
And also, I think, get mentally ready.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
probably the biggest kind of challenge. All right. Is using Power Racks effective when you're training for 200 butterfly?
Absolutely. I mean, we encourage it to long distance swimmers, middle distance, sprinters. Seriously, if you're able to become stronger in your pool, in your stroke, it certainly will have an impact in your efficiency as well. So, absolutely something to explore for sure. It doesn't have to be power rack. You can nowadays. There's so many things that you can use: parachutes, stretch cords, and so on. So for
Whatever
sure,
it is.
look into it.
Another one, swimmer diet and supplementation.
Where
I think there is not such thing as a swimmer diet or swimmer supplementation, because you're firstly a person, and as such you have certain things on how your body works, like your immune system and just the way that your body builds muscles and like consumes and conserves energy. So I think it is something that in terms of supplementation, the basics, right? Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, I think all of this should be kind of your daily go-to. And then in terms of diet, personally, make it as high quality as possible. That means no processed foods, very good quality of produce, whole foods,
I mean,
all of that. And if you can, like, this is out there for many of you, but be vegetarian, because
Yeah.
it's just a better quality of life.
absolutely, and you recover much quicker. I mean, the experience we've had as being as vegetarians,
It's been like
as
5
swimmers,
years, maybe even
it's
more. Yeah.
insane. From a muscle mass perspective, from power perspective, and just simply feeling strong and fast in the pool as vegetarians.
Right.
So
Because
something to explore.
you're not eating the kind of fear hormones of another human being as they're getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much straightforward. All right, a racing mentality, how not to be bothered by the, in brackets, obviously much better people around you.
That's a good question, actually.
It's good.
Maybe since you've been digging into this, the mental aspect of swimming, maybe you want to take over.
Right. So already kind of by the nature of the question where somebody is putting obviously much better people, I think that already tells me that you have a certain belief about yourself that you need to tackle, because you have very much that judgment of who's a better athlete than you are and how you compare yourself to the field. And the moment you are locked into your own race, and that's what I find also, it's very much easy because you're not actively ignoring somebody else, but you're very much focused on certain
Yeah.
things that you've established, like you want to do as many breaths per whatever it is, or you want to really work on a certain technical cue, or you want to really explode into the wall, whatever it is. And the moment you're focusing on that, you don't have so much energy left to
Yeah.
actually look left and right, because you will all need it for yourself. And ultimately that will make you the fastest you can be. And secondly, I think also it's then not so much circumstantial, because maybe you're in a meet where there are a lot of good athletes and you're going to be last or whatever it is, and maybe you're not. So you don't want to really tie your performance to that, but just swim your own best race.
I think the key word that Luisa just said here is focus. I think nowadays it's really hard to stay focused. So this is something you can experiment and focus on in your daily practices. How can I stay focused for a longer period of time? Because if you can stay in your lane at a high stress situation, then you can just stay relaxed and do your thing. Ultimately, that's what it is.
Right. Yep. Why do you have an American accent when speaking English?
Okay. So yeah, no, I went to international school with a more kind of American.
I wouldn't say you have an American accent.
It's an international / American school that I went to, and I guess that's the teachers I had were mainly came
So many British.
yeah.
You even studied in England, right?
Yeah. That's how I picked up, how I learned English growing up, and yeah, that's what it is. That's too weird. How
that's
the
a
things you pick up, you guys. I think, but yeah. I mean, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I learned English in school. It was an international school with a lot of US teachers, and that's how it is. Yeah.
right. And then last one to wrap it up. What are your goals for the next competitions and season?
So the goals, as every season, we want to get out of our comfort zone. So with the distances that we're gonna tackle, so you might see us race in different events. The past season was the 100-meter freestyle, and second of all, I want to push myself also out of my comfort zone, making tweaks in my technique, whether it's freestyle technique or any other strokes as well, just to make a new experience. And this season, it really worked, and I think this has been working for me really well, because this is what I love about swimming, just making new experiences and having fun, feeling higher levels of speeds while racing. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's no performance goals from my side. I don't operate that way. I just want to be free and enjoy sprinting and racing every single time. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly we've just finished the season a few days ago, and right now I'm not in that part yet where I am kind of thinking forward. I'm just trying to kind of digest and downregulate a little bit, and then reflect on everything that's happened this season. And then I think goal setting is so important to me personally that it's a process that I'm going through, and I'm not there yet. But for sure, I think something that I'm working on and continue working on is just like learning to regulate myself in any scenario, really, so that when the scenario feels more high stakes, I have tools ready to use where I can handle that.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that it?
That is a wrap. There were many, many more questions, but I don't think you want to hear us talk for hours and hours.
But if you do like this type of content and you want to see and you want us to answer more questions, let us know.
Let us all know. Put them all here in the comments, and then we will try our best and answer them to the best of our ability.
Yeah, or maybe it's just three questions that you want to hear us go dig a little deeper. We can also do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's a wrap from us. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe and like, not because that's how you end the video, but just because it helps us create more content.
That's right.
And bye-bye.